welcome to the Jan Podcast, Season 2, Episode 31. I'm your host, Jan. What's going on? Man, I know I always start with a peeve, but I can't help. Every time I go online now, I see that little raccoon with, I guess it's dwarfism. I'm not sure what it is, but oh my gosh, that Jimothy. Oh my goodness, that thing's adorable. Long may he crawl. The little raccoon. It's adorable. Yeah, look it up. It's cute. Oh, but I do. I don't have like a traffic peeve per se. I have a couple of different kinds of peeves. Well, one peeve I have is I have a hybrid car. So why am I being forced to go get a smog check? Because it's never even hardly registers on there as being a smog issue. So it's just another way to exploit money out of someone that's already trying to save some money. And I mean, the whole point of a hybrid is to try to save money for yourself and help save the environment too by using less gas. But there you go. That's less money they're making now, so it's time to punish mug root beer. Yeah, it is what it is. They'll find a tax for something else, so it is what it is. It's just bullshit. California. I don't know if it's just California, but that's enough. California is enough. Trust me. My peeve right now is, oh god, here I'm gonna be gross again. Okay, right off the bat. Okay, my dog Chupa. Okay, it's Chupa and her Poopa. Okay, because I said before in one of my earlier podcasts that my hair is long and it's gray and silvery and strong, and it goes on the floor, and she plays with toys and ends up eating the hair. Okay, but her stomach doesn't digest my hair. It comes out like string. I mean, it comes out, and when she's trying to poop, it makes her poop stick to her butt because there's a hair holding it in. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, and it's not funny. I feel bad for her. So she'll come sprinting into the house, spinning in circles, and I'll be like, "Holy shit!" And I know what that means. So if I can grab paper towel, whatever I can grab, I grab it and I pull it off her butt so she's not freaking out. So now she's okay. All right. So I'm like, okay, but where did she just come from? I don't know. Okay. So there's either a trail of poop from outside to inside, or there's a trail of poop inside to inside. I don't know. So now I have to go investigate. I need to go find out. So I walked up to the doggy door and there was nothing. And I thought, okay, anything that's outside can just stay outside. I thought, but I need to go check in all the other rooms. So as I walk into the hallway to check and see, I feel something under my foot, and I'm like, ah, and I lift my foot up. And luckily, when I got home, I was exhausted and I took my boots off and I didn't have my shoes on. Luckily, it was just my socks. Oh my God. Yeah, I stepped in it, but I didn't smash it. I just felt it and I like lifted my foot because she's got all these little felt balls all over the floor. So I step on them all the time and I'm like, ah. And I've never looked and seen poop. And the one time I think it's a felt ball, it's fucking poop. I'm like, God damn it, Chupa! I'm screaming at her. She's like, what? I'm like, oh. Yeah. So I'm like really pissed off about it. I'm like, motherfucker. So I gotta go clean my carpet right there. I gotta fucking take my sock off. So I'm like, okay, I got some shit to do. And I clean it up and I take 2 steps into my room and there was something I felt on the other sock. And I'm like, no, yeah, another piece of poop on the other sock. I'm like, great. So I took that off and cleaned the carpet again. Yeah, that was fun. That was so much fun. I even had to wash my pants because I wasn't taking any chance that touched my pants. This is why I remember why I like dogs that are a little older and not babies, because babies are just like, well, she's not a baby anymore. She's like a year, but still, she's old enough where she shouldn't be bringing all of that in the house. I don't know what happened with that. I think she may have been running around the house with more on the end, and it went off somewhere else as she was spinning around in a panic. Oh my dog! What am I gonna do? Now, speaking of poop, I fucking ran out of my arthritis medicine. Okay, and I was like, okay, and I kept trying to message my doctor to get some more, and I don't go see a rheumatoid doctor for like another month or two. It's like October, so I'm gonna have to kind of just like muddle through and manage until I see the rheumatoid doctor and they can diagnose me correctly. But everybody thinks I have rheumatoid arthritis. So what I take helps keep the swelling down. Okay, it doesn't stop rheumatoid, but it helps keep the swelling down. And I knew I had it pretty bad in my hands, and I thought maybe a little in my elbows and my shoulders. But oh my god, not having that medicine for 4 days, it was full blown my entire body, my hips, my knees, my ankles, my arch, my feet, my toes. It felt like I had broke my right ankle. That's how hard it was for me to walk on my right ankle. It was actually really scary because I thought, man, if I don't have medicine, I'm crippled. I'm literally crippled. And I've only had this shit since fucking what, May? I mean, April, maybe? Oh my God. Yeah, it is beating my ass. So I'm not happy, man. I'll figure something out, but oh boy, I can't wait for October to get here so I can get on some kind of a plan where I'm not taking meds that are going to hurt my internal organs, and I need a game plan, and I'll jump in, but I need that plan. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I will keep you informed because that's all I do is talk to you about my fucking shit. Which is actually humorous because I'm actually a really private person, so it's kind of funny. I think that's kind of amusing to me. But yeah. I watch Amazon Prime because it's free when you have Prime. So I watch a lot of Amazon Prime, and I have movies that I watch off of that. But every now and then I flip over to HBO, or I guess it's Max now. Every now and then I flip over to that, and I have that. I think I have that through my phone or something like that. One of that. It's like through my phone or my internet one. No, it's through my phone. And I basically the only time I go on there is I watch DC movies. I like DC, so they have DC movies on there. And one of the movies that they feature is Mortal Kombat, like all the Mortal Kombat's cartoons, the movies, everything. So they had the new one with Carl Urban, Mortal Kombat 2. So I caught that, and it was okay. It wasn't bad. It was as good as the first one. Uh, maybe a touch better, but yeah, Carl Urban was a good Johnny Cage. All the characters from the first one were back. The heroes from the first one. Of course, some of them won't be back for the third. But that's Mortal Kombat, is it not? Yeah. You must lose to win. But yeah, so it was a whole bunch of finish you. Gosh, playing that game was so great when I was younger. I used to love Mortal Kombat. That was great. That's back when you were playing like Mortal Kombat, and then what was the brothers? Dang it, I can't remember that game. It was two brothers that would go out and beat the shit out of everybody, and then there was what was that other one? Like Tekken and stuff like that. Those were great games. They were fun. You just battle on. Those were great days. You could just pay 25 cents and kick the shit out of your best friend. It was kind of fun. That's funny. I was thinking just the other day, I was outside sitting in my little, I have like a little, it's like an old redwood, no, I guess you could call it a conversation chair, I guess. Kind of like a conversation chair. It has like a little chair on either side with the springs, and then the little foam seat covers on top that are they're green. And those sit on top of it, and it has like a little table in the between that connects the chairs, so it's all one piece. And in the middle of the table you could put there's a hole where you can put like an umbrella or whatever. I've had that for oh gosh, 30 years. 30 years. And the story behind that is that set, and then there's a few other pieces, but I don't know if they still exist anymore. They're at my parents' house, so who knows. That set is from my high school friend's parents' house. They like got rid of it and then ended up with one of my other friends who ended up giving it to me. So it's just kind of funny that I ended up with that. And when I talked about Band Retreat and I said there was one that stuck the bong in the sand and then got caught with it because we all ditched. That would be his parents. Yeah, the good old days. The good old days. Yeah, we had a fun time on those things, man. We'd chill for hours on those and smoke, smoke, smoke. I loved his house in particular because it was a big house and they had like a separate game room. They had like a pool table. We could hang out in there and it was chill. We could smoke or whatever. And his parents never bothered us. It seemed like they were always gone. I don't know why. It never seemed like they were ever home. They did a lot of stuff. So, they were retired. It's like, peace out. We'll be back in 3 weeks. So that was the first place that I ever listened to, the first time actually, that I ever listened to Pink Floyd. It was Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon. and I had just smoked a big fat joint. I was super high, and we were eating this place called Noggles. They had like you could get a huge ass bag of fries for $1. I mean, this bag of fries was more than one person could eat in a sitting. It was huge. So we'd all buy a bag of fries, go smoke some weed, and just fucking plow the fries. It was awesome. We'd lay there and listen to Pink Floyd, and my buddy had let me put. They had like hi-fi headphones, like really high tech, especially for back in the '80s. It's super high tech, and put them on my ears, and I got the most crazy experience from that. I could hear everything these guys did in every track. It was amazing, and all the stuff you miss when you don't have those details. It's surprising. A good a good pair of headphones will open you up to more than just the music and the songs. So it's just interesting. Just wanted to point that out. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, I still have that thing, and we still use it. Well, my animals and I. My cats like have taken over. They're like, no, you don't sit here anymore. I'm like, okay, I'll sit on the table part. Is that all right? I haven't seen Chupa on it yet. I don't know if she even realizes she can lay on it, man. I couldn't get Bean off of it. That was Bean's thing, boy. He loved laying on that thing. You lay in the sunshine, and you get the smell coming down the streetway. Yeah, it's pretty. It was a good spot. If you were an animal, it was an awesome spot to lay. You're just like, yeah, safety of the fence, but you still had all that behind it. Lots going on. Lots going on. It's funny. Yeah. You know, I was noticing. Have you ever had All right, here's my you ever. You ever leave a fan on and then leave the house? Yeah, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Like about shit, 14 years ago, 15 years ago. My ex roommate's son, he was taking a shower and he left the fan on because obviously it was steamy in there. So he left it on and then he went to school, but he never turned it off. And when I got home from one of my jobs I did, I like opened the door and my dog ran into the house and disappeared in smoke. And I was like, what the fuck? Holy shit. And I'm like, get out, get out. And I opened up the back door to air it out. And I put the dog out at that point because I realized I needed to call the fire department. I mean, there was a lot of smoke. So I called the fire department and then I traced it back to where it was and it was coming from my bathroom. The fan that he'd left on caught fire, burned a big ass hole in the ceiling, and dropped. Luckily, it swung and dropped into the sink because it wasn't hovering directly over the sink. It could have easily fallen onto the ground and set the carpet on fire. We had like a little throw carpet right there in front of the sink, but it fell into the sink. And it burned there for a little bit until the slow drip put it out. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That slow drip fucking put the fire out? Oh my god. And who said a slow drip wasn't useful? It was in this case. But yeah, that was no bueno because my house was just covered in smoke. It took like, oh man. There's still areas of this house I still find soot. Still. Yeah, it trashed my carpet, and then they tried to get new carpeting in here through the insurance, and they wouldn't do it. So I'm sure they're going to try to get new carpeting through me, and they're not going to get it either. Not when I've been here 20 plus years. No, thank you. That's going to be your problem. You're going to replace it anyway. So why are you going to try to charge me for it? You're not. Meh. Meh. There's a chupa here with a Kong. I think that must be my cue, huh? Is that my cue? That's my cue. Okay, well, I don't think I'm gonna not get stared at right now. So I think that maybe I should tell you, don't forget to follow, like, share, adopt, don't shop, spay and neuter your pets. You don't have to love your neighbor and just don't be a dick. Okay, that's not asking for much, is it? All right. Well, if anybody has anything to tell me, you know how to reach me. There's about a million different ways. Well, not a million, like 5. That should be plenty. You don't need more than that. All right. Well, I'll talk to you all later and peace out and.